If you were born on the 10th, the 19th, the 28th, or if you have a Lifepath 1, you possess a great yogic power that shoots up your spine in cycles. And it gives you ideas like flashes of lightning. And when these ideas are carried out, they could transform your life forever. And this because the number 10 is the most occult number in all of numerology. Because the number 10 is the wheel of fortune, which indicates that one decision or one singular idea can either cause you to rise, or if you hesitate when you get that idea, you're going to fall. And so a 10's life occurs in cycles. And if they're not able to adjust with those cycles, they're going to just have a very destructive or chaotic life. And so these people either have very fortunate lives or very unfortunate lives. There is no room for self-pity and self-doubt when you are walking this path, because all of your opportunities comes from your ability to intuitively act upon the ideas that you're getting when the opportunity presents itself. If you're always overthinking and doubting yourself, you're not going to have the confidence to act upon those ideas that you're getting. You are somebody that needs to be in an environment that is autonomous, which means where you have the freedom to freely think and act upon your ideas. You cannot be dependent upon somebody else as one, because you need something. You need to be in an environment that stimulates your creativity. When you're dependent upon somebody, you don't have to think about a lot of things because that person takes care of it. But when you're independent, when you have to fend for yourself, that stimulates your creativity. And because you're in the unknown, that excitement is going to make you even more creative. And so ones tend to do better in either environments where nobody's above them, like nobody's is their boss, where they're able to freely think for themselves and do for themselves, or in an environment where they have to fend for themselves or be independent. Elon Musk, who was born on the 28th, by the way, was pursuing a physics degree at the University of Stanford in California when he realized almost immediately that his college was moving in slow motion compared to the rapid evolution of the internet boom. And so when he saw that his college could not keep up with this new tech boom that was coming out, he did not hesitate. Within 2 days, he dropped right out of college and started up a tech company with his brother. They named the tech company Zip2, and it was a GPS internet device thing. And he ended up selling this company for $300 million, and now he's a billionaire. That one decision to drop out of college turned him into a billionaire. Steve Jobs, who's another Lifepath 1, by the way, was pursuing a degree at Reed University in Portland, Oregon. And at this college, after about 6 months, he decided that he no longer was going to waste his parents' money on classes that were not inspiring him. And so he did not hesitate. He followed his instincts like all ones need to do and dropped out of school. He started couch surfing, started living on his friend's floor for a little bit. He started experimenting with substances. He started meditating. He awakened his third eye. Then he decided he was going to go to India to gain enlightenment. And soon after he came back from India and cleared up his mind, he met up with a friend that made computers, and he came up with the idea of, you know what? What if we could make this computer easily accessible for everybody? And so him and his friend implemented this idea. They got a whole bunch of donors to donate into their new company called Apple. And now Steve Jobs is a billionaire. That one idea transformed his life forever. During the French Revolution, Napoleon, who's another Lifepath 1, who was a young general at the time, noticed that France no longer wanted a democracy. They just wanted order. And that whoever could restore order back to France could own it. And so he acted upon that idea, was able to restore order back to France, and became an emperor. And emperors are not kings. Kings represent the government, but kings don't rule everything. They still have higher-ups, like the Pope and the church and shit like that. But emperors, Genghis Khan was an emperor. Julius Caesar was an emperor. Marcus Aurelius was an emperor. Emperors, they do what they want to do. They don't have any higher-ups. They freely act upon their own ideas. Malcolm X, who was born on the 19th, was currently facing a 10-year prison sentence. He was bitter. He started finding himself giving up. He almost accepted defeat, but he noticed that the person that got the most respect in the prison was somebody who was the smartest person in the prison. And so this lit a fire in Malcolm X's mind, or inside of his heart, or in his soul. And he realized that knowledge was power. And so he wanted that same power. And so he learned everything that he could get his hands on. He read every book he could get his hands on. He memorized the dictionary, all of this stuff. And it transformed him into Malcolm X. That one idea changed his life forever. Martin Luther King, who's another life path one, had a dream one day, took it serious, and devoted his entire life to that dream. Your life as a 10 will be a reflection of your ability to act upon the ideas that you get and to step into the unknown. And to create opportunities for yourself based upon these ideas that you're getting. And the more confidence you gain in your ability to carry out these ideas, the bigger your ideas are going to get. And so ones don't tend to look for attention or look for success at first. But once they experience a taste of it, they get addicted to it. And it just grows. To book a reading or to access my numerology book, go to my website, isaiah47.net, and you can also find that in the link in my profile bio. But have a great rest of your day.